why I'm like something, and I'm like, if Scotty were to have won this week, like, I don't think he would have put me up, but then I'm thinking, well, who the fuck would he put up?
I don't know.
Maybe Angela, because Angela put her up, but like, and JC maybe because he don't really get along with JC, but like, if someone pulls himself out of the block, who? Me? It has to be like who? He's not touching you. He's not touching Sam. He's not touching Haley. I don't know what his relationship with Casey. Like, it's like the numbers are getting small, so I was like,
exactly. You got to think about all angles, dude. Even your friends, even who you think is close with you.
I know what's gonna get you further in this game, and it's like, and then Haley told me that Scotty was saying, because they were talking last night. She was like, he's upset, whatever, because he was saying I would never put up Fess, and I'm like, how do I know that? Like, you didn't make me feel comfortable, like. Yeah. So I'm like, it's kind of one of those things. Like, okay, maybe he wouldn't have put me up this week, but if he would have won and he needed a replacement nom, and it's me or somebody else, and he's like, you know what, it's Fess's time. And then I'm looking like an idiot because this guy who is supposed to like he kind of like attached himself to like the whole me, Bailey, Haley, Rockstar thing. But then I knew he was still cool with you.
Yeah.
And what kind of freaked me out was like when you and Rockstar went on when you got the hacker thing, and we were sitting in the bathroom, and I went and talked to you, whatever. I was like, who do you think it is? And you're like, it's obvious. And he was like, whatever. So after that, I think Rockstar was sitting there, and Haley, it was me, you, Rockstar, Haley, and then Scotty came. And then Scotty was like, you want something about look you in the eye? Or
yeah, because I immediately I thought it was him.
So then he was talking, and then he was like saying, well, something about, we were talking about Veto, and he's like, well, if I win, I'm taking you off. Said it to you, and then I was like, well, it makes sense because y'all are boys. But then I was like, Rockstar is right there, and like even though he's not close to Rockstar, he kind of claimed like an attachment to like that like alliance. Like,
yeah.
So it's like he's like trying to be cool in that group, but then like he openly said like in front of everybody, I'm using on him. But like you got safety with all these people, but like in front of all these people, you're like saying
that
I'm picking him any day. It's like, how am I supposed to feel comfortable like when like you're covered good on all angles,
right? And
I have no idea where your head's at.
Yeah, because it's like, why would Rockstar sit there and be like, oh, okay,
even though they're not close. Like Rockstar and Scotty aren't like close. Like you and him are boys. Like, but like he's attaching himself to all that group.
Yeah,
being like, oh, us, we. But then, like, openly, like, and he slipped up by saying, like, oh, I for sure use it on. I'm like, I mean, I knew in my head, yeah, he would use it on you instead of her. But I'm like, it's not a good look, Scotty. If you're like claiming to be in this group, but you're only in that group for safety. So that's what kind of sketched me out.
No, I get that. And
it's like, I knew
that everybody. That
who else can I put up? Put up Angela and Casey, and then what? One of them goes home. Cool. Like, and then like it's just another number. Like where this week, okay, a number still goes home, but hopefully less shady stuff starts happening. And at the same time, if not say the same, even though Brett hasn't won anything, they're decent at competitions.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Scotty's good at comps. Brett's good at talking.
And I don't want that to be the reason, because that's why I said I wasn't gonna put you up, because you're good at comps, that don't mean shit to me. Because I feel I'm good at comps, so I'm not gonna get you out of the game because I feel like you're gonna beat me at comps. No, I'm here to play the game. So the shady shit is what gets me mad.
I know. I just tried. Coming in here like not knowing a whole lot about the game. I was like, all right, well, I'm just gonna have to win shit and then go from there. You know, just win shit. And I started thinking like back. Every time I think about like competition and shit, I'm just like, all right, well, how many people are actually in that shit to win it, and how many people know that like somebody else wants it more and just let it happen, and they know they're chilling, that they know they're safe, you know? Like how many people are actually throwing these comps, you know?
People say Casey's throwing comps. I don't think Casey's throwing comps. You don't throw comps week day 58 when you have no idea what's going to happen.
Haley tried asking me that. She's like, you think Angela and Casey threw the comp? I was like, no.
No, they do not. No. You don't throw comps. However, this last comp, like I'm sure JC and Sam like when they saw me and you
Like,
and everybody going crazy, they're like, all right, let's just. There's no fucking way we're winning.
I know. I couldn't even look at JC, dude. I kept cracking up and spilling my shit everywhere.
I didn't look at him once. I was just fucking.
You were zooming. You were fucking flying. I look over your shit, and be like, I would have like half of yours. I was like, there's no. I was thinking about going for the 5K. I was like, unless this dude fucking falls and breaks his leg, then there's no chance.
I thought I was gonna get tired, and I did. I was like, fuck. But I was like, you know what? I can't.
You just gotta keep
I can't let y'all
dude.
motherfuckers win one on me. I haven't won shit.
This is your time, bro. That was your comp.
I know, and I forgot. I don't know if I was telling you. I was telling, I think Scotty early on in the game, like 3-4 weeks ago. I was like, I can't wait for that fucking thing because that's like that's an athletic thing and it's a straight max effort thing.
Yep.
Same way with the space pecs thing. I wanted to do that shit so bad.
That was mine. Like
Which one do you think was more tiring?
Oh fuck! They were close. The space pecs probably because it was just sunny as fuck. But that was real. That
one was bad on your body.
If that would have been like 10 minutes longer, it would have probably been the same.
And it wasn't that hot. It was kind of shady out, wasn't it?
But it was still it was hot as fuck for space pecs. But that was like that kind of shit when you get in that zone.
So
you know I'm on a gun for this.
I'm trying to think. So Scotty wins, he pulls himself off. Brett wins, he pulls himself off.
Yep.
Angela wins, she keeps Nam the same. If Haley wins,
Scotty picked her.
I know. I gotta talk to Haley. I'm cool with Haley, but she's cool with Scotty too. So I'm like, if Haley uses the veto on Scotty, then it's like, Haley, now me and you got problem. Like now it's like I'm HOH, and now me and you're supposed to be cool, and you're going against me.
Yeah. And you put him up, and now he's off. Now he could come for you just because you put him up.
Yeah, it's like. And then that's why I want to talk to you, because I know you're cool with Scotty, but it's like, at this point, like, stuff has been going on. So I love Scotty, and I'm not saying Scotty's done everything people are claiming him to do. He hasn't. He probably hasn't. He might have. Say people are claiming Scotty's done 10 things. He might have done all 10 things. Probably not, but he's probably done at least 5-6 of them. That's what I'm saying. Like, I know he's your boy, but like, the numbers are getting small, so it's like, if you use the veto on him, now I got to come up with a replacement nominee that might, like, it's going to be a whole nother moving parts because the move has been made.
Right.
So if you use the veto on him, now it's like nobody knows what the fuck is going to happen next week because all these moving parts. Stay simple this week. Next week, hopefully a question mark goes and not a somebody like me or you.
Yeah, for real.
But
I made that promise to you.
No, I trust you.
You know,
I trust you.
I tell you.
That's the thing I like about you is even though, like, we haven't voted with each other and we don't talk a lot of game, when I talk to you, I feel comfortable talking to you. Like, other people, I feel like it's like I don't feel the vibe.
Right.
I'm like, and like you've done, like with Bailey, you kept Nam the same. With Caitlin, she told you to take Scotty off the back door. Swaggy, you did it because you trusted her. You told her that, whatever. And then with Bailey, you said you were going to keep Nam. So like I know the history shows it, and me and you have never had a problem. So I don't see it being a problem.
Right. It's not going to be. I made that promise to you. You didn't put me up. You know, yesterday was like I was just trying to chill yesterday. I appreciate that, like, more than anything, you know.
How was yesterday?
It was good. I was just trying to chill, just do my own thing, you know. It was good.
I think it's going to be the fucking... How's the energy downstairs?
It's weird, bro.
It's weird. It's never been like this, right?
No.
Usually people are still chill with the nominees.
It's just empty. I mean, like, everyone seemed cool. It's just, I don't know.
How's Scotty and Brett down there?
Brett's, like, doing his own thing. He's going in, like, the have-not room, and, like, I feel like he's been in there for 24 straight hours. And Scotty's just kind of just everywhere.
Really, they're just isolating themselves?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean,
I wish I could find out who's telling the truth. And it's not even that big. It's not even that big of a deal. It's like it was one vote. She left anyways. It's not like Rockstar was my fucking girlfriend or ride or die where I'm like, who fucking voted Rockstar? Like, I don't care. Like, it's a game. But I'm like, let's see if some motherfuckers lie for some bullshit. And sure enough, 2 people raised their hand when one person voted.
I was gonna raise my hand just to be funny, but then they started screaming at each other. I was like, all right, yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Fucking.
So it's such a big mystery because it's like Brett raised his hand so long after that you're like, And to me, it was like, I was like, yeah, he's just trying to cause some bullshit commotion. But then you were like, maybe he didn't want to admit it.
Because Casey's right here, you know? Like, I don't know, bro. That's the thing that's so fucking hard to...
If you had to put your money on, you think Brett voted to keep Rockstar?
If that whole thing with Brett and Rockstar is true...
But I don't think that... I think the reason why the one person voted wasn't a pity vote. It was because they got left out of the loop last minute. Because y'all were running around in the fucking bathroom like fucking idiots trying to figure out the vote situation. So somebody got left in the dark last minute. So I feel like you were in the bathroom for all that, so you would know who the last conversation...
I was with Casey and Angela. I knew Casey and Angela, and everybody else was running their mouths and shit.
Yeah, but y'all needed one more vote.
Scotty told me where he was voting before. Brett told me where he was voting before.
Which was with who?
The same way they're saying now. So I just assume...
They both said they were voting to keep Rockstar?
Yeah.
To you?
Not to me. Brett, not to me personally. To Scotty, and then Scotty told me about where Brett was voting. And then Scotty talked to me afterwards, after the vote, and was like, he's like, everyone was telling me they were voting for Rockstar to stay. I was like, well, who did? He's like, well, I did. I was like, all right.
This is after I won HOH?
Yeah, we were slimy as fuck. He brought me up here and told me that. I was like, all right. And then then this whole thing happened with Brett because I hadn't talked to Brett, and then he said he did. So then I'm just
who
like,
do you believe?
I don't know. I can't sit and say who I believe. I'm the same as you. I don't fucking know.
Well, I don't talk to them, and I frankly I didn't want to because I was like, at this point I don't. That's why I said in my speech, I don't give a damn who it was. I don't. It's one of y'all.
I know.
It's not like I'm buddy with both of y'all where like I'm like I got to figure it out. I'm like,
Brett, please go to the diary room.
And Brett, Scotty talked to me after. He was like, well, what? And I was like, you know what I mean? Because I don't have no beef with Scotty. I'm just trying to figure this shit out. And with Brett hasn't talked to me at all. But Brett, what made me mad is during Haley's HOH the whole week, Scotty and Brett were up here a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Ass kissing, doing all this.
Yeah.
And Haley felt comfortable that she had both their votes to keep Rockstar. And I didn't even on Cool Haley, I wasn't up here a lot because I was like, I don't like being in people's HOH. I'd come to listen to music, but when they're talking, and I had a feeling my vote was getting canceled, so I was like, you know what, there's no point in me being up here anyways. So I was like, okay, Scotty and Brett are up here all the time. Boom. So they're going to get the Rockstar vote. And then when it's one, I'm like, to Haley, I'm like, look, it's one of them who you thought for sure, both of them were up here all week saying they're voting to keep Rockstar.
Mm-hmm.
Not even a question. So one of them's lying.
Yep. I totally get it. I'm with you. I'm thinking the same thing as you. Because people, it's funny when you say exactly what you're going to do and don't leave a question mark at the end. People just like, all right, just let you go.
So you don't know who flipped the vote on the Rachel thing?
On the Rachel thing? To vote Rachel out? What? It was like, I know Angela and Casey both said they voted Rachel out. And it was Brett? Was it Brett?
Brett was on the block. Look, there was 5 people that in a room said they voted to evict Brett. 5 people. It was me, Haley, JC, Scotty, Rockstar. But Brett only had 4 votes to get evicted. So one person lied. And when I asked you, what?
I don't know.
You know, motherfucker.
I don't know, bro. This is the same thing that happened last time. I told you I thought I was going to be the only one. And then afterwards, nobody gave a fuck. Nobody cared to tell me.
Well, you told me. Because I asked you. Because when Bailey pulled me in the Geo room, and you were in there, and you were like saying that. You were like, I'm going to vote too. I was like, it's too late. Like, you were like, well, I'll be the one vote.
Okay.
I was like, all right, cool, whatever. And then that's why when Haley was HOH, people, like, she was like wondering if I flipped. I was like, Tyler, come in here because you were in the room and I didn't mean to put you on the spot, but I was getting pissed because I'm like,
I wasn't pissed about that. I was like, I already know.
Literally, you were the only one because nobody knew that Bailey had that conversation with me. I didn't think it was important because I was like, it's too late to change minds now. But when people found out that conversation happened, they were like, oh, well, Fest must have flipped because he was in that conversation. And I was like, I told Tyler.
No.
Tyler said he was going to be the one vote. I was like, why, bro? I was like, don't do it. He was like, I don't care. So I was like, all right. So Tyler knew that whatever.
Yeah, I was the flip vote. It turned out I was the fucking flip vote.
Huh?
And then I was the deciding vote. Yeah. That's the craziest part.
Well, you and one others that are not claiming it. Because 5 people in a room after the eviction said I swear to God, I voted to evict Brett. 5 people said, I swear to God, I vote to evict Brett.
Was I in there for that?
No.
Okay.
5 people sat in a room with me and said, I swear to God, me included. 5 of us said, I swear to God, I voted to evict Brett. But Brett had 4 votes to get evicted. So it was me, Haley, JC, Rockstar, and Scotty. Now, if it's true about the Rockstar Brett thing, that means it was probably Rockstar, and Scotty's telling the truth. But in the Geo room, whatever, I was like, who else did you tell? Who else did you tell about this Bailey Rachel thing throwing under the bus, or like Rachel trying to throw you under the bus too? Whatever. And you told me you told Scotty.
I told you I told Scotty.
Didn't
in
you?
The Geo room.
You told me. I was like, who else did you tell before eviction? You told me you told Scotty.
I didn't tell Scotty. I thought Bailey. I told you that I thought Bailey had told you and Scotty. Because Scotty, remember Scotty was walking around in the kitchen and then he went in the Geo room too? And he left when I went in and talked to you?
This is before eviction?
Yeah. It was like the 3 of you. And right when I walked
I remember you telling me, I was like, did you tell Scotty before? Because I was trying to figure out who flipped the vote.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
I meant that like I thought Scotty knew, I guess. But I didn't specifically go to Scotty. I only went to Bailey. And then Bailey had gone to you, and I saw Scotty in the Geo room too. So I figured Bailey went to both of you and was trying to get you guys to, like, do the same thing.
So, in my opinion, I think it was either Scotty or Rockstar. Rockstar because she could have a secret thing with Brett. I don't know. Scotty because in my.
I swear on my life, like she pulled you and Scotty in that Geo room right before that vote, and then I walked up. I saw you 3 were talking, and then I came in. And then, like, Scotty and Bailey left. Then it was, like, me, you, and Bailey. Scotty left. And then it was just me and you.
Oh, I don't know. Maybe I remember. All I remember is I was walking to the bathroom, and then Bailey opens the door and, like, come in here. And it was you. Like, what the fuck's going on? She was like, Rachel knows I have a power. I'm like, what the fuck?
Did Bailey tell you about... She told me she told you about the power.
Power?
Yeah.
Okay, so this is what happened.
No, I'm not pissed about it, but, like...
Well... It's not my business to tell anybody.
Exactly.
She has the power,
you can't be telling everybody that, no.
And she wasn't, I don't think she was going to tell anybody. But this is what happened. Right after Swaggy got evicted, the next day we had
the third power. One.
So in my head, I was just chilling, and I wasn't even thinking who was going to get the third power. Because I knew it wasn't me because I got the crap out. So I wasn't tripping, I wasn't worried, whatever. And then we're all sitting on the living room couch. And then Bailey comes down and sits down, and she doesn't have a face on, nothing, whatever. And I'm not thinking anything. And then it just hit me. I was like, Swaggy just got backdoored by Caitlyn, who was supposed to be in her alliance, whatever. Mm-hmm. And they were an undercover showman.
No, they were. I know. Swaggy was telling me.
So I was like, it finally hit me. I looked at Bailey, and I was like, and she didn't have no like weird look on her. I looked at Bailey like, and she was like, and I was like, she was like, fine. She was like, come over here. I fucking knew it.
Damn.
And she wouldn't have told me. But I called her out. I was like, I know you have power.
Man, I could have swore Caitlyn got that one if she hadn't got one already. I could have swore. Because Caitlyn was the one that did it, you know? That backdoor Swaggy.
Yeah, but I don't think...
Unless she had already got the one the week before. Because I was thinking about it. When Bailey left, there was no fucking sign that said, this power app is gone, you know? The only time we had a sign for when a power app was there was when Sam used it and it popped up.
Well, I don't think they use it when it's gone. They use it when it gets used.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I'm saying there's no sign that's saying, okay, this power app is out of the game. Because everyone would say, like, oh, man, if a power app was used, we would know. If one was expired, we would know. But Bailey left and she had one and nothing happened.
I know because she didn't use. She couldn't. It was only good before Nam. So
but
if you leave, they don't. They don't. I don't think they announce it.
Who's to say Caitlyn didn't have one just that she couldn't use, and she just fucking leaves and doesn't tell anyone?
Yeah, that would fuck up a lot of people.
And we're all just sitting here like, where's the fucking third one at?
Yeah. So there might be a third one, but there might not. Or maybe the third one. I don't know if it's expired. You think it's expired? If it's not expired, maybe somebody had it and like time. They just it didn't. It was like take a player off of playing Veto or something, and like they didn't have use for it.
Wasn't maybe like somebody's chip didn't go in the thing.
Get pulled or I don't know. Oh, I don't know.
I don't know. If Bailey's was supposed to expire last week,
she told me it was good to top 8.
That's what she told me too.
However,
9.
However, I don't know if that was bullshit to keep her safe till top 8.
Yeah.
Because think about it. If you in your head are like, damn, her shit's good at top 8, well, I'm not going to waste my HOH trying to target her and then she replaces my noms.
Right.
So maybe she said that being smart.
Right. Top she 8? Only told you about it, though. And she told Rachel about it.
I don't know why she told Rachel.
Why the fuck?
I'm like, what are you doing? And then Rachel didn't even use it in her speech. She gave the information to Brett and let Brett use the information to send her home.
Rachel was sloppy as fuck that week, dude. Rachel was literally throwing every single person under the bus.
Really?
Every single person. That's from what Bailey told me. And Rachel told me, she basically said, I threw you under the bus to Bailey by making some shit up just to see if Bailey would like say some shit about you and target you. And then Rachel wanted to use that as heat for me and Rachel to go against Bailey. I was like, what kind of bullshit? Like, so you're getting Bailey fired up at me just so you and I can be a team? Like, what the fuck? I was just trying to build some shit with Bailey. Dumbass.
Oh my god.
Made no fucking sense. And then I talked it out with Bailey. And then Bailey screams at me for fucking throwing Angela under the bus when we talked out how that was bullshit and how Rachel was making that shit up.
Yeah, man.
This fucking game, man. That's why I was so pissed.
You were like, I'm not a villain.
I'm not a fucking villain.
So you won 5 comps in my book. Maybe 4, but 5. I won 3.
I won 4 in a Hawaii trip.
I need to win 1 more at least this week. I need to.
You got your HOH though.
I know.
If you get a veto, then we're tied. If you get this veto, we're tied.
I get 3 vetoes.
3 vetoes is dope.
Fucking sick. I need to win this shit. All right. So if Nam stay the same, who do you think goes home?
Who I think goes home, or who I want to go home?
Who do you think goes home? Because I don't. At this point, like with the way the numbers went, for me, it's not like I don't have a target, bro. It's like, and I think that's what makes me like fuck it this week because I never know where the vote's gonna lie anyway. So I put them to it because they were being shady, and I was like, y'all figure it out. I don't vote, y'all figure it out. The numbers get small, somebody's got to go. So, but I mean, I feel bad because I am cool with Scotty, and Scotty's like, well, if I'm sitting on the bar next to Brett, I go home.
I don't think that's necessarily true. No.
You need 3 votes.
3.
Or 4.
And then you break a tie.
And I have no idea how I would break the tie. I guess I don't know. Because I don't know no truth right now. So I don't even. I mean, I guess there's no point in talking about it until noms are set.
We'll see, yeah. Because I haven't talked. Like yesterday, I wasn't trying to talk game or anything. I was just chilling. Because I haven't really felt anybody out completely.
You haven't talked to Brett?
I talked to Brett a little bit, but.
He told you he was the vote?
Yeah.
What's his? He just said I was the vote.
He said it was him. He said Scotty's lying. He said he was scared to admit it at first because Casey was right there.
See that makes sense to me because the way he said it, he was like, you know what, fuck it. The whole house is already against me, so I'll say it. Because at first he didn't want to say it because even though I'm HOH, he's good with because whatever they thought, like he's still cool with Casey, Angela, whatever, because they don't know he was the vote yet. So he's like, fuck it, I'll be quiet. And that's what's been pissing me off the whole game is everybody gets to fucking vote the way they want. Closed room, be like, I didn't. Yep, and then in the open, people are like, oh, bro was be like, people be like, no, I wasn't. So it's like people playing both sides. That shit pisses me off.
I know. That's why I don't even want to say who I think it was for sure. But of course, I don't say like I believe you to both of them, but I'm just taking it in because I can't, because I don't fucking know, I wasn't there.
That's crazy. Nobody.
I don't know, bro. I'm gonna gun for this veto though. That's for sure. And we'll talk about it if somebody gets pulled off, I guess. But I support this. I support you. I made a promise to you if I win that
No, I
shit,
trust you.
You know,
I trust you.
we can build that. I'll see what Angela's thinking too.
I mean, she'll keep noms the same.
Yeah.
I think.
No, yeah.
I know
Yeah,
she
she
wouldn't
made that
take.
promise to you,
I don't
too.
think she would take Scotty off. I don't know what her relationship is with Brett.
No, yeah, I don't think.
No.
I don't think it's really anything. Like early on, everybody was saying like, "Oh, 4," but the fuck, where two of them are not even in jury. So
yeah.
And I don't know how real that even was.
I think that might have been like a. So you never heard Boogie?
Some of those songs you were blasting, I've heard before. Reading that shit.
Let me give you a good one.
You trying to find me the right one?
Yeah, that's good.
LOL.